Hi guys, welcome to this week's intro before an intro. This week's episode will follow, but there is one thing that we need to address, and we wanted to address it straight away.
Because it is a very frustrating situation for us and the people
it's frustrating
involved.
for us, but it's also it's the disappointment for customers. You know, what do we have? 3 or 4 people coming last month?
Just last month.
Yeah, so 3 or 4 customers came in last month for additional parts on their car. They turn up with their pride and joy that they have bought from somewhere else, and the car's turned up and it's got a number of basically imitation, counterfeit, fake parts, whatever you want to call it, but they turn up.
Bought from an independent dealer.
Yeah, and
in
you know
all
what?
good faith.
We're not saying that the independent dealers are at fault here, because they could have bought a car genuinely.
From auction,
So,
as an Urban.
At this stage, we're not pointing the finger at anyone, but what we do want to put a message out and say that if you are considering buying an Urban vehicle that is pre-built,
Advertised as an Urban.
and advertised as an Urban with Urban branding on, and you are unsure, call us. Yeah, call into the office, speak to the parts team, speak to any of the sales guys. We'll vet the pictures, and the only thing that we can do is basically just confirm to people that they are buying something that is as advertised and is genuine.
So I had one last month. It was actually a friend of mine who was looking at a car that was advertised as a full Urban, a grey 110, and it looked the part until I saw the roof light bar, the spoiler, the alloys, the side steps, all very Urban looking, but not one was an Urban product, and it was advertised as an Urban. The only Urban thing on it was the lettering and the rear wheel cover, and that is it. So
there are some telltale signs we can tell from pictures. Probably people in the general public can't. The light bar is very, very suspect. The spoiler doesn't have branding.
Yeah.
We've got top and side vents that are very, very similar but not the same. Side steps are obviously nowhere near the same. So guys, just if you're thinking of buying an Urban car, you don't have to buy from us. This is not a sales pitch to get you to buy from us, but it's just to protect you and make sure that you buy the product that is advertised and the product you're going to pay money for.
So call us or send us pictures, send us link to the advert, and we will check it out for you, just to make sure that the Urban car that you are buying is authentic.
And now, let's have some fun in this week's episode. Hi guys, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut. Is this not the coolest uniform garage ever? Is this the coolest Urus we've ever done?
Make green great again. It is perfection, isn't it?
We've just done some rollers, which you will see in a moment, and you've just driven this, and I've just driven this, and I've just watched you, and you was definitely in the cooler car.
I won the game of rock, paper, scissors, didn't I, to drive the Urus.
So this is a first for us. Obviously, this is our new UV6 wheel.
The concavity on that, it just shows so much more with this design.
We've been waiting for these. Obviously, these 2 cars were built about 3 weeks ago, but we wanted to show this on this car. We changed the spec of these with the customer from satin black to gloss black, which is rare for me.
Rare for you.
We talked the customer into it because it was all gloss. And boy, what a great decision that was.
And it looks so glossy. Like the gloss carbon, this beautiful green, the gloss alloys, it's just so shiny and perfect.
Would you believe that this is actually a wrap?
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
The metallic in the sunshine.
How it's come along. This is a Nosatec Midnight Green. Both cars are wrapped in the same. It's a double car handover. What a great double car garage, by the way.
I do love uniform. I do love uniform.
One
for the husband, one for the wife, or the
other way round.
Whichever wins the rock, paper, scissors game.
This will actually be one of our Goodwood lineup cars, which obviously this is the Goodwood sort of build-up special episode. We have 2 wrapped cars and 2 painted cars. We'll flip to black and white later because we don't want to show people my choice for the paint,
which has been controversial to say the least.
It's been very controversial. Everyone expected us to go for Estoril Blue and we didn't. We went for a completely different colour. What a lineup!
That's going to be cool. And it's a hell of a stand. We're going big, aren't we?
200 square metres of stand, shared with Miltech and our partners Vossen. It's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be a good one. We just need to rely on this,
we
don't
need
we?
this.
Because last year was an absolute washout. And let's be fair, the sun really brings out the colour of the car. So we're please stay. It doesn't have to be this hot though. I forgot my sunglasses. I'm getting a little bit hot and bothered, but as long as the sun stays out.
So obviously uniform cars, we've talked about the Urus kit, UC6s looks fantastic, but we shouldn't take the attention away from this.
Constantly evolving with the Defender, and because this is the first time on our new UC8 alloys.
First time on a UC8, we wanted to try and go for something that was a little bit more city look rather than like aggressive.
So no roof light bar?
No roof light bar. The look of this has gone for sophisticated. Obviously features our XRS bonnet with vents on, slightly toned down, no carbon on the exterior.
And I'm so used to seeing 22-inch satin black, more rugged looking alloys. Yeah. These are gloss again, 23. They look absolutely fantastic.
Gone away from the love of satin on these cars.
Importantly, the new style interior.
The new style interior.
Beautiful.
So guys, the show prep continues. We have 4 Goodwood cars and we have a fantastic lineup for you. Good thing about these cars is we are showing 2 cars that are wrapped and 2 cars that are fully painted in our body shop. Wraps by Yanamize, and this one is gonna be super special because we are replicating Kim Kardashian's car. So if you haven't seen the Kim video already, hit the link here. Amazing video, what a fantastic build with the platinum guys. Now what we're doing to replicate this, we are going with satin white aluminium, which is the nearest we could get to the satin silver paint finish that they did. Very similar look, we're going with a floating black roofline rather than the silver on the top that they did. Slightly different wheels. Vossen are cutting us a new set of UV8s, flat faced, some engraving around the outside to give you sort of like a homage to the 2 brands. It's gonna look super cool. As we normally do with show cars, we're gonna put 1 set of wheels on one side and 1 set of wheels on the other. We're doing that with all 4 cars so we can exhibit 8 wheels. It is gonna be super cool. Goodwood this year is gonna go off. So the next wrap car is the Lamborghini Urus in midnight green. Just been done, you've just seen the edit of that. And then it's the Range Rover Sport. This is the one that's gonna go off. It is our best work yet. So as this one is a little bit special and I've picked the colour and I wanna know people's opinion on it when they see it in person, we're gonna go to black and white now and show you the half-finished Range Rover Sport. The back end of the car is on, the wide arches are on. We have a small dilemma though. We have wheels being cut by Vossen in the US and we're about 4 or 5 days from completion and they're not finished yet. We've got to get them in the air, get them through customs. So it really is touch and go whether we'll have the right wheels that we want for the show on the car. Other than that, kit fits perfect, it looks amazing, components look great, carbon looks great. It's just gonna... So while we're still in black and white, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of the final stages of the front bumper of the Sport. I'm not going to go through this way because you're going to see it all, so I'm going to take you round the side entrance. Quickly, Cammy. We have to cover it up a little bit and we can come round to the back. And Mike is just doing final fit. We're just making sure our fog lights go in. Yeah. So these fit in nicely into the brackets that we've designed. Stay out of the way of the picture, can blur what you want on this. We don't want anyone to see anything apart from me and Mike.
Of course. It's going to be worth the wait.
It is going to be worth the wait. Best work we've ever done?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. It is the best work we have ever done. And that's a bold statement. Wait till you see it. So you've seen the two wrap cars in colour, but the two painted cars, obviously one in black and white, and we stay in black and white for this one. It's done. It has vintage tan Recaro interiors with our new trim. We couldn't go to Goodwood without taking a Defender. I think you can probably all guess what colour it is, but this is it in the background. We're going to be displaying two of our new wheels. We've got our UC9R and our UC8s. Fantastic single spokes and also a cross spoke wheel on there as well. 23 inch, look great on the Defender V8. This one's also going to blow it out the park. We still got the last bits to do, just the branding, cleaning and finishing of the car. Wheels going on either side, almost ready. It's going to look amazing. So our preparation for Goodwood continues and we are building a huge wheel stand. We're on the stand with Miltech as usual, but this year Vossen are coming over from Miami and they're joining us to exhibit. Now what we've done, they asked us to do a display for some wheels, but Reese being Reese, we'll go and see now, is probably going over the top with something. I think we've got a 36 wheel fabricated cast metal iron stand with V's and stuff. So let's go and see what he's doing. As I expected, OTT. Reese! Yeah? I'm gonna tell him it looks amazing though, even though he has gone over the top. You've gone over the top, but it looks amazing.
Thanks, mate.
How many wheels?
I reckon we can get 30 on it.
30.
It's not quite finished yet. I've got another little special touch for you.
What, so is that going to tie into that?
Yeah.
Just clamp up there, so you have one of these on there like that, so it looks neat, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. And
so
then,
we're not coming up at all in the middle here?
No, because we're going to do the same thing here.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be a post here, and then a big old logo right in the middle.
So our stand is double the size of this.
Yeah, so that's 10 metres long.
This is only 10 metres long, and we've got 20 by 10. 20 by 20?
Yeah, 20 by 10 inside, and then the same again outside. And then we've obviously got a hero car in here somewhere as well.
Yeah, so Vossen have a very special car going here.
Very nice.
With a set of their wheels on, obviously a display of 30 plus wheels there.
Looks good.
Wow. Yeah, it's gonna like dominate the wall, especially with the logo. We just got to work out what we're gonna backlight it or something like that. Or do you think it'll be okay without?
I think it's gonna be okay without, just because how vibrant the colour is.
Let's see how big this V is. Oh, there it is from the laser car.
Yeah. So that's the jig, so I can get my frame dead square, and then it's in the welding bay as we speak.
Check this out. So that's the Vossen V cut out. That's gonna be heavy in itself.
Do you know what? It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be.
No.
It's about 40 kilos.
Ah, right, so you made the inner.
Yeah, so then I've got a frame to make the
good thing is, if we get that perspex cut and it looks rubbish, yeah,
we can get this coated red.
We can potentially coat this, or should we just coat this?
I think the perspex will look better because it'll be shiny.
This looks sick though.
It's going to look really cool, especially
like we're on schedule with everything.
Yeah.
Defender's done.
Yeah.
Urus is done.
Yeah, boy.
Range Rover full size is done. Replica of Kim Kardashian's car.
Yeah, boy.
And the Range Rover Sport release coming at ya. It's such a complicated screen. Like, I don't want to reset. Oh yeah.
There we go. Right, careful.
Oh no, I'm going to be like this in a minute. We come to you from the Netherlands in 30 degrees heat, and we just want cold seats.
We're spoiled enough to want ventilated seats. We know there are ventilated seats.
If you open that fridge again, I'm going to put my head in it.
Right, right. And my Dutch isn't great either. So obviously the menu is in Dutch. France is letting us suffer. Like,
What we should do is change their settings to English.
No,
But he understands English, so that kind of backfires.
Yeah, so we've got no idea what's going on here, so we're hot and bothered.
So excuse the sweat. So why are we in the Netherlands? We are in the Netherlands because we have something super exciting that's never happened before in the history of our incorporation.
The history of vehicle modifications.
Yes, that's right.
Really?
We are bringing you the first shop in shop. So guys, we have arrived at Adventure Land Rover in the Netherlands, and we are here. We haven't told you yet, but we're here for a shop.
In a shop in a shop.
It is a shop in a shop. So if you haven't got it yet, what we mean by a shop in a shop is this is the first time that an Urban Concessions has been inside a Land Rover dealer. Make that make sense. It's super cool, isn't it?
It's really cool. I mean, so you can come to a Land Rover dealership and you can spec an urban car.
That's right.
In a Land Rover dealership. So you can choose your Land Rover spec, engine, trim level, anything sort of internal in the car, and then you can go to another section and urban it up from a Land Rover dealership.
Yes.
It's
Is
incredible.
this sinking in, guys? From a Land Rover dealership, you can spec your urban vehicle.
They know how to make money here.
Yeah,
they're
they
not
do,
they're not like shunning away the business. They know how to make money.
They've adopted it. We have a complete stand built. We'll show you shortly. They're just setting up for an evening event. It's a launch event. They've got all of their local dealers coming. Lots of high net worth end customers. We've got cars on display. We've got this fantastic
stunning
XRS.
XRS painted in this beautiful Ferrari colour.
It is Ferrari red, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm not too sure what Ferrari red, but it matched the customer's Ferrari.
Oh yeah, so uniform. We love uniform.
We do love a uniform pair, yeah, so beautiful colour.
So this one, we did do a feature on it before. It's one of absolute sort of like demo cars. If you click the link here, you can check that video out. But
Check out this one. This one's unbelievable.
I think this is an ivory satin wrap, like some sort of metallic.
When it first turned up, I thought it was a Carpathian edition,
But
V8,
it's blue.
but it's got a real nice
blue
blue
tinge.
tinge to it. But the most mad thing about this is the interior.
Yeah, they've decked right out on this,
it's
haven't they?
unbelievable.
One thing that people in the Netherlands do that they don't do in the UK, a little bit like the US, is they adopt a little bit more colour and a little bit more flamboyance. You've obviously got gunmetal wheels over blue calipers.
With matching top vents.
With matching top vents, yeah. So they do go that little bit extra in the Netherlands, which is fantastic for us because we're so used to
reserved, aren't we?
Reserved,
blacks
grey and
and,
black,
blacks
yeah.
and greys. But the maddest thing about this is the interior, which is another thing that they go
All
above
out
and
on,
beyond.
yeah.
So as you can see, this one has been fully decked out inside with Alcantara and this beautiful pattern they've got on these seats, the embossed Urban logo there and stitched into the seat as well. But yeah, it's absolutely covered. It looks unbelievable.
So that's the outside. We've got a lovely welcome for guests when they arrive. We've got 2 cars in the stand inside. We're going to wait till the party starts later.
denk ik nog in de motorkap, dus het wil alleen vanavond. Dames en heren,
Can we do that all again in English, please? The whole lot.
Okay, but how does it all start, Urban? Tell me something about it. Tell me something what you told me this afternoon.
So the company started 10 years ago. It started from my home. It started on the original Defender. And we made a modification program in the UK for the old car, which was very, very modifiable globally. And there come a point around 2016 when the Defender was just about to go end of life, and without change, we wouldn't have had a business. So we reinvested everything we'd made from the business and we put it into the new Range Rover, the new Range Rover Sport, and we went out to different brands. And then the new Defender came along, and this has just gone crazy. We've sold in excess of 5,000 Defenders. So this has been hugely popular for us, and now, obviously,
How do you like this?
surreal moment.
Yeah.
You know, from one car on my home driveway to
Yeah.
presence in a Land Rover dealer. Thank you, Adventure Land Rover. I really appreciate this.
It's surreal, right? Yeah. Surreal. This all came about from starting with the old Defenders on your driveway.
One car.
One car, do that up, sell it. Another car, do that up, sell it on your driveway.
stumbled across a load of parts on eBay.
And now you're in a Land Rover dealership.
I've always told him we're gonna bring it into a Land Rover dealership, and he didn't believe it. But
Here we are.
If it wasn't so hot here, I'd be sweating.
Here we are with sacks.
Yeah.
And a load of people with a load of money. I'm going to
If you
start.
close your eyes, you can be in Ibiza.
I'm going to start frisking people. You want it on you? You want an oven? You want an oven? You're going to have to translate for me though.
and we just started.
It's good. Really good.
Couldn't.
Should have been Urban branded.
What?
You should have been Urban
But
branded.
he's the CEO, so go yourself.
So, debrief. What a couple of weeks. Kim's car, which you saw last week. Goodwood prep, all going to plan. And then what happened last night.
That's unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, talk to me about it. I wasn't expecting that, was you?
No. And
No.
to see the love of the brand from influential, high net worth people.
Yeah, some people that had never seen the brand before.
No.
You know, like individuals that are not on social media that, you know, are historical Land Rover customers that, you know, just deal with their dealership rather than going online.
Yeah, and you can see the passion from like Alex when he did his. You know, he was brilliant at presenting the Urban as a brand to people that might not know.
How do you know that? You didn't understand a word he said.
I was looking at people's faces.
The reaction.
The reaction. No, you see the audience. Like, it was very engaging.
I only recognised one word and it was disruptive, and I was yeah.
Yeah, that word came up 2 or 3 times in a 5-minute.
It did, yeah. Yeah, so milestone moment, how far it goes, who knows?
Well, before
How far it goes, who knows?
Before a certain company get hold of it and think,
But listen, mate, you know, we may have changed the trend, but for now we'll revel in the success of having our first shop-in-shop.
shopping shop.